Good evening, everyone. I promise I will not abuse your generosity any longer. You've been so generous with your time tonight, and I will try to make this quick. So thank you so much for being here tonight, and this is my little speech for you. I will start with a quote of Michael Franti. Today we are in a war against war. Music is our power. Being a Ukrainian-American performer from Kyiv, I have always considered my role as an artistic ambassador to be one of the most significant tasks I could ever accomplish, both on stage and off stage. Ukrainian opera and art songs were always incredibly important to me. In 2015, I co-produced a Ukrainian opera, Kozak Beyond the Danube, in collaboration with a Boston-based Commonwealth Lyric Theatre and the Zorepad Dance Ensemble that you saw tonight. Shout out to them, woo! In 2016, I traveled to Kyiv to participate in O-Fest and represented the US at an international music festival dedicated to opera, operetta, and musical. In 2017, I debuted as Rosalinda in Die Fledermaus at the National Operetta Theatre of Ukraine. My life's mission, however, was revealed to me through a horrendous catalyst: war. Watching my colleagues with whom I just recently shared the stage fight and die in the war, evacuating my mother from the war zone, praying for my youngest sister who still resides in Kyiv along with her fiancé, to have running water, electricity, and heat. Listening to the bombing unfold in real time while my best friend, a soloist at the National Opera of Ukraine, and I stayed on the phone in disbelief, hoping we were simply experiencing a collective hallucination or having a bad dream, receiving countless requests for help on social media, crying, praying. Experiencing this tragedy was simultaneously deeply devastating, confusing, yet strangely life-affirming and inspiring. My heart was breaking for my country, yet bursting with pride for Ukraine, whose name became synonymous with courage overnight. And at the heart of it all was a song. Ukrainians singing traditional songs during airstrikes and on the battlefield. Mothers singing traditional lullabies to their children in bomb shelters. These songs are rooted deeply in our national psyche. Just as a spiritual in the Black tradition is both an escape and a call to rise, our songs are meant to unite, touch hearts, and support resistance. Ukraine has always been nicknamed the singing nation by its European neighbors, and for a big reason. The way we express ourselves is almost always through song and dance, as our preferred method of relating to each other. We sing at funerals, birthdays, weddings, community events, and functions. The vocal practice is considered a direct link from heart to heart and provides a communication unlike any other. The wealth of unique, centuries-old vocal repertoire waiting to be discovered is simply overwhelming. My artistic and educational mission became clear to me overnight. I knew this was my opportunity to serve my nation na kulturnому fronті, becoming a fighter on the cultural battlefield. Since the beginning of the war at the end of February, I have been asked to offer masterclasses on Ukrainian art songs and opera by several colleagues working in the academic field across the United States, and I joyously accepted. I presented workshops and seminars on Ukrainian diction for singers, organized collaborative recitals, and fundraising events. What I loved the most about making these concerts a reality was having a chance to teach and coach singers, American singers, on Ukrainian vocal repertoire, performing it in its original language. Watching my colleagues, professional opera singers, as well as my college students and young performers discover and fall in love with Ukrainian arias and art songs brought tremendous joy to my heart. I saw these familiar works through their eyes and heard them through their ears, as if for the first time in my life. This is how the Ukrainian Classical Voice Project was born. Due to numerous requests and overwhelming support of my colleagues in the field, I launched this timely educational initiative, introducing American and global audiences to these stunning musical treasures strongly aligns with my convictions about social justice, marginalized groups, and equality. To me, fighting for Ukrainian voice means fighting for inclusion, fair representation, diversity, and artistic integrity. We, the singing artists, educators, and mentors, must always remember where we stand when it comes to the concept of social conscience. To quote Maestro Leonard Bernstein, "This will be our reply to violence, to make music more intensely, more beautifully, more devotedly than ever before." I am very proud to say that since its creation in 2022, the Ukrainian Classical Voice Project has been exceptionally busy. It has been a tremendous honor and pleasure to work on Voices of Ukraine with my amazing Skidmore family. The vibrant academic community here at Skidmore does not just talk the talk, but truly walks the walk in its palpable solidarity with my homeland. While it may certainly be easier to simply put a hashtag Stand With Ukraine on social media and call it a day, my Skidmore family chose to take a real stand in their profound, meaningful, and powerful support of our country's fight for freedom. I would like to finish my speech with a couple of very important acknowledgements. This concert was made possible by the generosity of the Elizabeth Luce Moore Chamber Music Fund and the Elijah McCormack Fund. First and foremost, my thanks go out to the creative and administrative team who made it all happen. Our champions, the Zankel staff, Janelle, Frank, Teresa, Vicky, music department administrator, our unsung heroes who deserve all the recognition in the world for pulling the heavy weight on this project. Our extraordinary collaborative pianists, Caroline Elsie, Dan Foster, Richard Cherry, as well as Daniel He, collaborative pianist for Opera Workshop, who assisted in coaching today's soloists. First-year student Dylan Dryson, super title operator. Junior Lucas Levitsky, the artistic director and choreographer for the Zorepad Ukrainian Dance Ensemble, and all the charismatic dancers and their families. Thank you guys so much. Our tremendous soloists who lended their beautiful voices to the cause, Professor Casey Gray, tenor, our guest artist, Vedra Nakalas, soprano, and Dr. Sylvia Stoner, soprano. Our fabulous choir director and conductor, Maestro Floyd Ricketts, and everyone in the Skidmore Community Choir. My dear friend and ally, Skidmore pianist and composer, Dr. Evan Mack, whose song cycle Letters from the Frontline featured poetry of Ukrainian soldier poet Pavlo Vyshababa in both English and the original Ukrainian, and serves as a powerful symbol of alliance and solidarity. Most special thanks go out to Dr. Sylvia Stoner Hawkins, the director for Opera Workshop and Skidmore Artists in Residence, who has been a remarkable co-producer and collaborator. Finally, what an honor it's been hosting our exceptional guest artist, a Metropolitan Opera legend, a Met staff member of 32 years, Maestra Yelena Kurdina, who has brought her light, passion, and phenomenal expertise to Skidmore students. Her coachings and her masterclass have been a revelation, and I know I speak for all of us when I say that during this residency we made memories of a lifetime together. My last shout out goes out to the Skidmore students, the young artists and activists who raised their voices on this stage today to communicate the message of peace and change. You worked so hard on this, and I celebrate you today. And before I exit, my most heartfelt thanks go out to my beloved Ukrainian American community of the New York Capital Region. Thank you for tirelessly showing up. Despite the heartbreak, despite the horrors, despite the relentless suffering of war. Sorry, it's making me emotional. Because of you, light will prevail. Together, we will win. Slava Ukraini!